don't care about your accomplishments. It has nothing to do with us as a man, and it makes us feel less than. We
Mm-hmm.
just don't care about your accomplishments. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
telling me what time it is right now. I don't need to know what time it is. Like, so it's unnecessary information because I can't
Mm-hmm.
do nothing with it. You having a degree in whatever the hell helps me none. So you bragging about something that doesn't help me is now annoying because why the hell you keep telling me, right? It turns
Right.
into something where you are attaching your value to your degrees and it does not help me in any kind of way. So now you're running around valuing yourself in a way where you're now annoying because if you have 6 degrees and you tell me what your 6 degrees are over dinner, awesome. But if you bring it up 3 more times, why the hell are you bringing this shit up again? It's about you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
a woman is a helpmate. So your job as a woman, depending on the situation, of course, is to help me. And you run around talk about your degrees is you helping yourself because you're trying to get more pats on the back for your accomplishments that has nothing to do with me. That's the reason why. We can't do none with it, so we don't care.
All right. And voice, you done? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that was it.
Okay.
No, well, let me ask you, Mr. Let is it does it make a difference if the man like talks about his accolades? Because I always wanted to know that. Like men talk about a lot of the things that they've achieved. And women do like to hear about the things that you've achieved in your life because to us, that's kind of like a
It
status
helps
build
me.
up. I mean, it is something that we're attracted to. So that men talk about it all the time. Is there a difference in that? Is it just because it's coming from a woman is not important because it's coming from a woman? Or like could you explain what you mean by we don't care about your accolades, but women care about yours? So why
Okay.
is it a difference there?
It's simple. Men and women aren't the same. Okay. You're attracted to certain things in a man, but women expect for men to be attracted the same way as a woman is attracted, which makes no damn sense. I care about how many times you go to the gym, right? I care about how often you drink water. I care about how much or how your eating habits. I care about how feminine you are. I don't give a shit about your degrees. So on the other end, how much water I drink has nothing to do with you. Like if we kind of like have the same type of diet, cool. But your main need is a feeling of security. Can this man hold down the house? Is he consistent? Can he make me feel secure, right? Financially. So if I got degrees or if I got this money or I got this lifestyle that is something that is congruent with what you want, you're going to want to hear about my degrees, but your degrees don't help me. So the things that help you as a woman don't help a man when he's with the woman. Your degrees mean nothing. We just want you to take care of your body. I say this all the time. The number one thing that a man wants from you as a woman is to maintain your figure. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Maintain your mindset and maintain your figure. I don't care about nothing else. Now the other things can be nice, but those are the two main things. Like shut the hell up, stop being all crazy, and take your ass to the gym and maintain your body. And I'm happy. I don't give a damn about no degree, no nothing, no money, no shit. That's it.
So she don't gotta cook, she don't gotta clean, she don't have to
Nope.
take care of the children. Because all you said that she's responsible for was just shutting the hell
Taking care
up
of her body.
and
Everything else is a
and
bonus.
taking
If
care of
you
her
know how to
body. So
cook,
everything else is obsolete. She could just log
no, no, no,
off
no, no, no.
from
Everything else
everything
is a
else.
bonus. Everything else is
Uh,
nice. Like I cook enough where, if the woman doesn't cook all the time, I cook. I'm okay with that. I cook enough by myself. I cook every night almost. Because like I said, I eat healthy. So I don't eat out. I don't eat fast food. I don't do all that shit. So I cook. I
All
saute
right, so
vegetables.
we gotta start sharing the mic a little bit. Let's get everybody else involved.
Oh,
Go ahead, Swing.
I was gonna say, voice, you gotta understand that Mr. LetGo is in a different space in his life. So like he's not, and I don't want to speak for him, but judging by the interactions me and him had and some of the things he said on this panel and knowing him, is that, you know, because he's already had his children, because he's already been down that route, a lot of those things are no longer necessary to him in his life the same way they may have been necessary to him 20, 30, 20, 30 years ago. So take it with a grain of salt because he is in a different spot. Like if you deal with somebody like Mr. LetGo, he's an older, you know what I mean? He's already been there, done that. So it's a different space versus you dealing with somebody who may not have already had children, who may not have been married already. He'd be looking for a lot of the things that kind of you heard Trev and Marcus talk about as far as what they look for in a wife. So understand those differences. But outside of that, JR, whenever you're ready, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go to Trev, and then we got Samantha in the back. I'm gonna bring her up so she can speak on it. Go ahead, Trev.
Well said, Sweeney.
Okay. All right. So I've been thinking about this a lot lately because it's been a pretty big topic, right? As far as what men want out of a woman. And there's actually a couple types of men that do appreciate degrees, accomplishments from women, because it's not really absolute, right? A person that's got his stuff together for the most part doesn't. But then there's some men who are wealthy or, you know, they're doing really well for themselves. And maybe they want their lady to have some of these things because they don't feel secure enough about them taking things from them, right? So maybe they want them to be occupied sometimes. Sometimes they want them just to be able to do their own thing. And I've heard people brag about it sometimes. Oh, yeah, I just bagged a doctor. So there are some men who are actually attracted to this, right? Unfortunately, a lot of times it's opportunist, which is the men you don't want to necessarily connect with. And that is the problem when you find out these men who are attracted to those things. So you have to be very careful with that, right? I kind of wanted to touch on what Casey and Voice articulated earlier about women just not being in touch with their essence, right? So with that, right, the reason why they aren't is because they don't really prioritize it, right? They're not very intentional about understanding what it is that a man wants. Because everything that they described, how they'll go ahead and get their degrees, they'll go ahead and get their career, and they're accomplished, and they love that, but they had to work hard to get there. They had to really lock in, buckle down, and say, look, I'm going to go get this. But there's a sense of entitlement that we don't really talk about, because women sometimes really feel like they just should get a man. They deserve a man. I'm not going to chase a man. Why would I go looking for a man? He need to come to me because I am so accomplished. I have all this together. I got all this money. But meantime, it's the things that men that you probably want aren't attracted to. So if they were to just prioritize it, that's the main word for me. You don't prioritize getting a man, and you're not intentional about it, but you're very intentional about other things that you do in your life. You can perform really well when you put your mind to it, but you just feel like you should just get a man, like it's supposed to be gifted to you. Like you can really just pray to God and just get a man, right? You didn't just pray to God to get a degree. You had to study. Right? Maybe you did pray too, but you studied, you locked down, you didn't go out when you knew you shouldn't go out. You had a test the next day. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. Right? When you go to work, you know how to dress, right? You know how to conduct yourself. You know how to behave when you're in that environment. You are extremely intentional. So if we put half of that intention into locking a man down and you actually decided, you know what, where are these men that I want? Do I know how to source these men? Do I know where they even are? Do I even know what this man that I want looks like? Can you identify that? If you don't take the time to do that, how are you going to be blessed with that man? God is not going to help you that much.